Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Today, behind me, this is our project. I'm going to take a break from the finish mower for a little bit. I want to get the air conditioning working on this truck. I had it working and then it was kind of in and out and then it just wouldn't blow cold anymore. Um, and then I put the gauges on it the other day and it was the pressure was through the roof. Should not be that high. I don't know how it held the pressure without popping anything, but it's yeah, we got some carnage going on. So let me turn you around and I'll show you what's going on. So get this pulled out, the orifice tube, and it has metal on it. So that means our compressor is bad. So I don't know what I want to do yet. I have this line goes from here back to there, and I have a new compressor and a new orifice tube. But with the metal that I see, and I'm not sure exactly how to flush these out. Oh, and I have one of these coming too, a new evaporator. But with all that, I'm thinking it's just going to be better to replace everything. I think it's just going to be better to replace the. I'm not even sure. I'm not an AC expert. I'm just kind of learning. I started doing this, and I'm just kind of learning as I go. I got my F250 that I did a cold start video on back in the winter. If you want, go ahead and look that up. It's 94 F250 cold start at 25 degrees. But anyways, I got the air conditioning working in it, and it blows cold air fantastic. It will freeze you out for a 30-year-old truck. But anyways, I want to get this one working, and so I'm thinking that it might be the best just to save some headache and maybe get a new um, everything. New lines, new condenser, evaporator core. And like I said, I already have a few stuff. I have compressor, the accumulator, dryer, whatever you want to call it, and the new line that goes between the condenser up front and the evaporator. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to tear into this, go ahead and get this compressor off, that stuff taken care of, and yeah, and then I'll bring you guys, well, put you on the tripod and start tearing it apart. All right, guys. So I'm going to start. I'm going to take these intake hoses off. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and get the compressor done. I have to wait on I have to order some other parts when I get paid. So for right now, this time in the video, this is what we're going to do. So you're going to have these two clamps over here, and then you're going to have two clamps over here on the air box, which mine doesn't have. It has a colder intake. So go ahead and take those off, get those out of your way, make it a little bit easier on yourself, maybe. There we go. Get those out of the way. And then you're going to take the belt off. Now here's a nice little trick. Go ahead and put your wrench right here, get some extra leverage. If you have a short wrench, and pry up on it like that. And then you can just let that set there. And don't forget your belt routing before you do this, because there are two different belt routings depending on the year of your Ford. There is the original, this one, and then I kept snapping bolts for the tensioner pulley that was down below when it was down below. So I switched it to the older style, which is, I'm not sure when they started, probably around 86 or 87, I'm going to say, to 91, 92-ish. And then I think 93 and up to 96, 97 is going to be the other style that has an idler up here that replaces this tensioner. And then the tensioner is moved down here below the alternator above the pollution pump. Now, my problem, like I said, I had with those is I kept snapping the bolts. So I got tired of it and I switched it to the old style, and I haven't had a problem for a whole year. So now I'm going to try and get this stuff out of the way, unhook that, the wire for the clutch. I need to get my toolbox out for the truck. Let me tilt it down a little bit here. Ouch. Pinch my finger. See what's going on. All right, there's the compressor. Get a step stool, make this easier. So I'm at the appropriate height. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the hoses off. There is a bolt. I'm going to say 10 millimeter. Just taking a guess. Okay. Set that to the side. Take the hoses off. Take this out of the way. Give myself some more room. There we go. Get that stuff out of the way. And then go ahead and take this off. I'm going to say these are 10s also. Oh, tight. That hasn't been off since it left the factory. Please don't snap. Please don't snap. Oh. Oh. Ooh. I got it. Just gotta wiggle it back and forth. One more. It's always your last one that's gonna break. Wiggle it. Wiggle it. Wiggle it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh. Oh, yeah. We got her going. All right. Got all these out now. Got them loose. Go ahead and get them all taken out. I will be cleaning these up and putting some sort of oil or something on these so they don't seize up again. Oh yeah. Ooh. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I found the metal in the orifice tube. So that means I'm probably going to go ahead and replace the condenser and the lines and just I'm going to replace everything. I got a new compressor with me now. I'm going to put on new compressor. I have a new dryer, but I have to order the lines, the condenser, and the evaporator core. I don't have to worry about the switches because it all worked. It was kicking on and off, but it wouldn't. Hopefully you can hear me over the neighbor mowing over there. Is my mic still working? Yeah, it is. But anyways, this is going to be a multi-day process here because I have to, like I said, I have to order the other things when I get paid. But this compressor is no good. That's why I'm replacing it. And I figure with how old this truck is, I might as well just replace it all. Because what's the sense of just replacing a couple things when I might as well just replace it all. Alright, get the old one out. Oh, that's light. Get that one out of here. Right, so light because half of it's in the condenser. Okay. Let me go ahead and get the new um, um, compressor, and I'll be back. Okay, got the new compressor. The other one smashed. Does it look like that on the bottom side? No. Hey, look. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh no. They sent me the wrong compressor. Or did they? Did they? Oh, no, I'm looking at it wrong. The holes on each side are different. Aha, that's why. Let's see, it should be the same compressor. Okay. Here is our new compressor right there. Are you going to sit there? Yes, you are. Don't run away now. I want you in here. Stay. Okay. I am going to go clean those bolts up, and then I'll bring you guys back whenever I get those all cleaned up and ready to go. All right. I got my things all cleaned up, greased. Go ahead and start putting them in. This hole here is, I don't know if somebody dropped it or what, but it's like all messed up. screwed in, so that's good. Get the other ones in, the other two. I want to apologize to anybody that's been kind of keeping up with these videos. I know they've been sporadic the last couple of months, but I have been busy. And I'm going to be hopefully not so busy here in a month. So that'll be nice. I can try and get these out more often, like every week, like I was doing in the spring. So okay, so there's that. That's this part of it anyways. Okay, there's that one. All right, go ahead and put the belt back on, keeping it in proper order here. Make sure it's tracking on all the pulleys right. Get back on the water pump. What are you doing? You know what you're doing. Do you know what you're doing? You sure? You know what you're doing. Come on. Okay, so let's make sure we're right. We're around the alternator, go down to the pollution pump, down to the crank, up around the water pump, power steering pump, back to the AC, and we're not under the tensioner. That is a problem. Come on. There we go. That's more better. Okay. Go ahead and plug this back in so it's plugged in for later. It's already plugged in. Bring this over so there's no bind because I'm going to be replacing these hoses. Maybe. I might just be able to, that rust. I'm just going to replace it. It'll just be easier to replace it. So I'm going to go ahead and I have to order these. And when those come in, I can go ahead and finish all this. Because the only other thing I have for this right now, for the air conditioning, is the dryer. So I can't do anything else right now, except put the intake hoses back on. And you saw me took those off, so I don't really need to show those going back on. So I'll go ahead and get those back on, and then I will bring you back in a couple days or something whenever I get the rest of the parts in so we can finish this job. All right, everybody. So it's about 2 weeks later, and I finally have all the parts in for this. I really wanted to get this done sooner, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and do the condenser. So all this, and a fan have to come off. So let's go ahead and do that. First, I'm gonna go ahead and get this jack handle out of here, because I don't want to cut my zip tie that's holding up. Hello. So this is gonna be not a 10. That's an 8, but I will need a 10. So let me grab an 8mm. Take this bolt out. Okay. Now take a 7/16. I need a stool. Too short. Okay. Take the fan out. There's going to be 4 7/16 bolts down here. Ratcheting wrench is going to be your best bet for this. Go ahead and take those out. Now, the reason I have to take this all off, not only because I need the room to get the condenser out, but I also have to put a new crank pulley in this, because it's worn down. I put a new seal in it, but it still leaks. And instead of putting a speedy sleeve on, I'm just going to go ahead and do that instead. I wanted to get this video done sooner, but I had problems with this truck. Cat plugged up. Didn't know what was wrong with it. Didn't know it was the cat, because I never had a vehicle act like that before with a plug cat. And messed around with it all last weekend. And finally figured it out Wednesday. Plugged up cat, and it ruined the plugs. So, yeah. Get this last bolt out. Down here. Maybe. I almost need to roll it over. What size is this? Not the size. Not that size. I do not have the size. Great. There we go. Got it now. If I could just get my hands to work together. There we go. Got it. Okay. Now I'll take the fan off. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Okay, fan is off. Now to pull the shroud and the fan out of the way. Go ahead and store, I guess store it all under here. I got my thing here. That should give me enough room for a puller on the crank later. So now, get the condenser out. I need to, there's two 10mm bolts here on either side of the radiator. I need to pull. So go ahead and take those out. So this is going to be a full rebuild on this AC. New everything. Ow. Okay, there's one. Kind of out of frame there. There's the other one right there beside the rad cap. And then I'll just be able to push it back against the motor. Alright, now I got that out, I'm going to go ahead and this is loose. I'm going to take this out so I can see my bolts here and here. They're going to be the same 10mm as the radiator. I got to take the line off over here. Down. Where are you at? Here. But for the moment, I'm going to take these screws out across here. One down here below the emblem. So I don't know why I messed with that. I had it perfect to set in here. This is actually not a bad spot. Right in the fender well here. Why did I mess it up? Okay. I am going to get you the best angle here. I can't. There we go. That's pretty good. Go ahead and take these screws out. that one out. Bottom one down here. Here comes the train. It's going to make a bunch of noise. So be prepared. Maybe the speaker will block it out. Maybe the speaker. What do I want to call it? This thing. Thing you speak into. Maybe it'll block it out. Microphone. That's what I want to say. Microphone. Okay, set the grill aside. Now I have access to, well, not really, I don't have access to there, but might make it easier with putting this in here. So I'm going to set this aside. These screws and the screwdriver, set them up here. And I'm going to have to go underneath and get those bolts. But first, I'm going to go ahead and get these ones up here. You know what? No. I need loud. I need to get this connection undone right here. So let's go ahead and get that undone. Seems loose enough. It's not going to be too bad. Maybe. My wrench will work. Come on, crescent wrench. Work. There we go. Okay, I need to go get another crescent wrench and I will be back. So give me a couple minutes here. Alright, let's get this undone. Well, that was not tight as I thought it was going to be. I figured that would be much tighter, but it was not, and that's okay. Why am I talking to myself? I don't know. Okay, take the line apart. Now I'll get these bolts. So this 10. Make sure you guys can see what's going on. There, that's better. Really should be using my impact for this. A little 3/8 impact. I don't know why I'm not. It'd go much faster. Okay. Top is loose. Why are we catching on? I don't know. What are we catching? I don't know. No. Okay, I'm gonna go underneath. Get. Ouch. Ow. Okay, get these two bolts These bottom ones, you don't have to loosen them all the way. You just have to, oh, that's nice. That's broke. You just have to loosen them up. And it slides right up out. Okay, that one's loose. Loosen this one up on the driver's side. Thankfully, I undercoat this thing with oil-based coating, so it stays decent. Okay, come back up. All right, now should be able to lift this up a little bit. And why are we lifting on one side? That side's lift. Oh, what about this side? Maybe it's not loose enough. Try to loosen it more. How loose do you want to be? Oh, there we go. Okay. Push that back. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're cooking with gas now. On, up. Don't knock the toolbox over. Up. Up. What are we stuck on? There we go. Okay. They're out with the old. It doesn't look too bad. Is it a Motorcraft? Is it the original? Who are you? It's definitely, pretty sure, not the original. It's definitely a replacement. Don't see any Ford numbers on it anywhere. But it's looking kind of corroded towards the bottom. So we'll just go ahead and replace it. Put that over here to the side. And I'll be back with the new one. Go ahead and get it put in. So give me a second and I'll be back. All right, here's the new one. We're going to go ahead and slide it back in, but I will show you what I was doing down below. So, right there should be rubbers that go in there. I'll have to get them off the old one. But the bottom two, these 2 feet, slide in those. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back. And I need to go look for those rubbers. No rubbers. Where'd they go? Is there no rubbers? I thought there would be rubbers. Guess there is no rubbers. Okay. All right. Let's put her in. Easy does it. Gently. Gently. Right. Down on this side. There we go. Easy does it. Easy does it. Stay. Sit down. Over to over. What are we stuck on? Oh, easy. Get it down in the bolts on the bottom. Something is not right. Something wrong. I won't go into those down below. What is your malfunction? Is it the wiring harness? That is not supposed to share the same space as you? Oh, come on. It's not made right. It's not made the same as the old one. Come on, China. Or Taiwan, or wherever you're from. Why? So is it going to go in these bolts down here? Hardly. You've got to be kidding me. Who lets this stuff go out the door? That doesn't fit either. The tube is definitely going to ride. That's ain't going to work. All right. Out, back out you go. Back out. Well, this is the only one I could get. Oh boy, this is a disaster. Looks like I'm going to have to cut some of this out of here. Out of the core support. To make it fit. Well, this is going to be fun. Okay, guess we're going to have to do some murdering now. Alright guys, finally got this in. I had to fight this thing because it does not fit right. And there's little Chinese or Taiwanese or whatever that made this thing. It rubbed here, up here this tube rubbed, and that tube up there taped it too. It was rubbing on the core support. It still is, but I put a tape layer on there to help it. Yeah, it is not made right. It does not fit good. You have to do some butchery. I didn't like it, but it is what it is to get it in there. So, anyways, I'll go ahead and tighten my bolts back up. Find my wrench, ratchet. Find my ratchet. There it is. There's my ratchet. Get it put in. But it is in there. So, that's a good thing. Tighten this one. I think I did that too much. Find out. Okay. And they're decently snug. Get the two bottom ones. Okay. That's in there. Get my radiator put back in. Get my two bolts. Yeah, they're back there. This one. And this one. Wrong way. I don't know why I switched it because I was going the right way. Okay, there's that. Get this one tight. Okay, so that's all done. Now I can get the line off, the big line. Let me put you over there, right there. Get that line off. Hopefully it's big enough. There we go. Okay, there's that. Take that out of there. Just switch off the side. So I can put that on the new one, new dryer. Go ahead and take that off. Get the wire off at least. Okay. Keep that there. And then I need to cut that zip tie. Cut that zip tie. Take it out of these holders. Undo them. Oh. And pull this up out of here. Then start pulling this stuff out. There's nothing wrong with these. It's all held pressure, but since the compressor blew and all this stuff is 30 years old, I figured why not? Might as well fix it all. Make it brand new. So, yeah, I will keep some of this stuff. Because not all of it's bad. Like, I'll keep the lines. Keep these lines. Never know. So, let me go get the new ones. I didn't grab those yet. Take this bolt off the back of the compressor. Being opened up for the first time. Feels like the first time. Oh, it's got seals in it. Already, I don't have to put seals in it. Nice. All right, let me go get those lines and I'll be back. Oh, you didn't even see what I did. Except for over there. Let me do that for you. All right, there's my new set of tubes. I'm going to go ahead and put them through. Really don't know a good vantage point here. Trying to get the best I can. But go ahead and put this in first. Route it over here. All right, there's that. Not sure. Holy cow. A long hose. I'm barely going to fit under the hood. But, oh well. Go ahead and get this on here. Oh, it's gonna have to go under this. It just will not work the other way. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Do that. Do that. Get this out of here. Oh, I need to go below the accelerator cable too. Uh-oh. Lost the cap. Lost the cap. Come here, cap. Okay. Do this. Now this again. That's more gooder. I think. The hoses are stiff. Okay. Bolt. Where'd you go? There it is. Okay, that's connected up. Now, while I'm right here, go ahead and put this switch back on. Little caps. Where'd the switch go? Switch was over here. Where'd you go? There you are. Alright. There's our switch going on. And small. There it is. Small. Small guy here. Tighten that up. And put the plug on. Where are you at? You down here? No. I'm doing it all wrong. There we go. Alright, that is on. Okay, this portion is done. Oh, I can put the hose on. Down here. That hose. So let me get that put together. Take this cap off. And they have provided a seal. Take this cap off. And screw it together. Probably should put, wow, I can't talk. Should put a little oil on that. just so it slides together easier. It'll be all right. Okay, tighten this connection up. Okay, that one's tight. If I can get my wrench off, that would be great. Come on. Get off there. Come on. Okay, there's that. Now that I'm this far, I think I'm going to try and tackle pulley because it needs done. So I think it's 15 millimeter for the tensioner. Yep. I need something longer than that. All right, I'm gonna go get a wrench, regular wrench. Get you guys in a good position there, and I will be back. All right, guys. So I got the new harmonic balancer on. All the bolts are tight. The bolts for it's all on. All the why can't I talk? The crank bolt is torqued, and which they call for 70 to 90 foot-pounds, and the other bolts for the pulley itself are just tight with a wrench, with a ratchet, I should say. So next, I am going to change out the holy cow, I cannot think today. That thing, the fan clutch. That's what I want to do. Got a brand new one here. Brand new fan clutch to put on. So I'm going to go ahead and get you set up on the tripod, and let's do that real quick. Okay. That's the right way, right? Feel dumb. That's the right way. Okay, last bolt here. Go ahead and get a ratchet and put these on. And then go ahead and get this put back on the truck. I need an extension. All right, get you set back up on the truck, and I'll go ahead and get this put back on. All right, everybody. Wow. Ooh. Everybody. Next thing on the list is I got to open this box up, take the condenser out, the evaporator core, and replace the dryer. And yeah, then we can connect everything up and back it down, make sure see if it all works. So let me get you set up on the tripod and put you on time lapse. All right, everybody, everything's all together. I didn't film the last little bit of it because you really couldn't see anything where I had the tripod set up over there on the driver's side. But anyways, new evaporator cores in, new dryer, everything's all hooked up. This line is in from the condenser to the evaporator core, new orifice tube. I got the gauges hooked up now. I'm going to go ahead and draw a vacuum and make sure that there's no leaks. I'm going to draw a vacuum probably for an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Make sure to make sure there's no leaks, and then go ahead and put some Freon in. So I'll bring you back whenever I'm ready to do that. All right, everybody. So this is done. I went ahead and filled it. It is very, very cold. I'm going to measure it here in a second to show you guys how cold it is, because I haven't measured it yet, but it is chilly. Everything's together. I vacuumed it down for an hour. No leaks. There's everything. Everything is new. So let me go ahead and fire the truck up and see how cold it is on the inside. Give it a minute to switch over. There it goes. 68 right now. Give it a minute to. There it goes. It's falling now. Falling fast. I knew it was an ice box in here whenever and that was with the windows open. Now, granted, there's no sun, but still, it's been cloudy for the past couple hours here. See how cold it gets. I mean, it's chilly. It seemed as cold as it was, though, a little bit ago. I don't know why. All right, everybody. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching this, and whoever subscribed, thank you for subscribing and watching my stuff. I know some of this may have been a little quick in this video, but I was trying to beat the rain that never came. Surprise. Western Pennsylvania things. And so yeah, but the air conditioning is blowing nice and cold. I tested it out this morning. Took it for a small drive. It's blowing, I think the coldest I got was about 35 degrees. And it's 80, almost 80 degrees today with some humidity. So that's going to work really good. So yeah, like I said, thank you to all that's subscribed. Thank you for watching my stuff. And yeah, I'll see you next time. So go ahead and share it with your friends and family. And those who aren't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm going to be dropping a mowing job here in a couple weeks. So I'm going to have a lot more time to do this video stuff because this is really what I want to do. I'm just kind of having fun with it. So, and there's a lot more projects to do. I still have the finish mower to get done. I have my 1811 Cub Cadet. I need to do a motor swap on that one because the cooler that's originally in it, the Magnum 18, locked up. I have a CH 18 to go in it, the V-twin from a newer Cub Cadet, like a 1863, 1864. So that's going to be a project coming up sometime. So yeah, just keep watching. There's going to be a lot more projects coming. And hopefully now I have more time. I can actually do, unfortunately I don't have a garage. So it's going to be, playing around the weather at this point. But I can, I'll actually have more time to hopefully put a video out every week. Or at least every 2 weeks or something. Hopefully not a month like I did this one. That was a little too long. But just trying to play around the weather and my mowing jobs and stuff. But hopefully now I don't have to do that. So thanks again, and until next time, bye.